Hey guys, so today we're gonna be talking about Death Note the movie. Now if you don't know what Death Note is, basically it's a really popular and very iconic, I said like 4 varies, but just trust me when I say that it's a very iconic anime, and everybody, even if you don't watch anime, you've heard of Death Note. Now this review is gonna be spoiler free. I'm not gonna spoil the movie nor the anime, but I'm just gonna give like my opinion on how I think the movie played out. And just before I even start, I just want to let you know that I did like it with some exceptions. They could have done things a lot better, and they have a really good explanation on why they did things differently. So the very first thing I want to start off with is Ryuk's, his actions, as well as the Death Note. Now the Death Note, it's simple. They have new rules that were not incorporated into the anime. For instance, in the anime, if you had the Death Note and if Mia were to touch the Death Note, then she can see the Shinigami as Ryuk. But that's no longer a rule. There's also a lot of other rules that were implemented into the movie that were not originally from the anime. And I know this because I watched the anime. I actually had a poster of all the rules when I was, what, 14, 15. I had a poster with all the rules of the Death Note, and none of that was ever described. In addition to that, Ryuk acted a lot in the movie. In the anime, he did not act. He did not, put himself in the middle of everything. He did not speed things along. He did not want to kill Light. What he just wanted to do was just sit back and observe, because he believes that, and in the movie, it's as well stated, but he believes that he just wants to throw the book somewhere and to see what happens. And he was just observing. He didn't write any names down, minus spoilers, but he didn't. He just sat down and he just watched. And in the movie, he acted, which that was my first little about the movie. So the second subject goes along with the third subject that I'm gonna talk about later on. But it's the absence of memorable characters, as well as that is events or situations that happens in the anime that didn't make its way into the movie. Now, you've seen a lot of books like Harry Potter, very popular one, that the book didn't actually all of it didn't get incorporated to the movie. Why? I'll talk about all of that in a few seconds. But such memorable characters, for example, Nier, Mellow. Also, Mia had Shinigami eyes that she was supposed to swap out half of her remaining lifespan so that way she could receive those eyes. So just a lot of people and events and a lot of things were missing. Again, it's because of what I'm going to talk about on the third note actually, and that is, I believe that Death Note is a back and forth motion, that it is a cat and mouse kind of game. It is a spy versus spy. Essentially what Death Note is it is one person, Light, trying to escape the cops who are trying to convict him of being Kira. Why? Because he is Kira. So it's a back and forth motion. Light is trying to do things so that way he could throw the police off. Now, the reason why I didn't like the movie, I did like it, but I did not like this one part, is because it wasn't supposed to be a movie in the first place. Everything that happens in Death Note happens in the span of like, what, 20 plus hours of just anime. And in the movie, those we're only restricted to what, about an hour and 40 minutes, and they just crammed everything, and that goes along with everything. Mainly, my main concern, it's a really good movie. But the reason why it wasn't as good as it's supposed to be is because there were just so many things that happen in the anime that they can't cram it into a solid movie. Maybe they could have done it in 3 hours, but do we really want to sit down for a 3 hour? Maybe they'll make a part 2 like I read in an article somewhere. But those are my concerns when it comes to, and this is coming from a big fan, my concerns revolving Death Note, the movie adaptation. But overall, it was a really good movie. They just needed some more time. So that way they could get everything right. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and next week I'm actually going to be reacting to more SpongeBob fetishes, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Stay awesome.